Okay. Here we are again. Today we're giving a game a bit of a Christmas makeover. So, last stream I was fiddling about with... Oh, that worked well. Interesting. Lost a line of code. Okay. With this. So this is a concept. We're basically shooting and trying to make lines of 4. So like that. There we go. Make a line. The line disappears. As you fire the ball, it knocks the one it hits out, which then moves up the screen, hits the next row, yada yada. So, you know, it's alright, it's kind of fun. Needs a lot of work. But the first thing it needs is a Christmas makeover. So, I thought I would give that a go. And I have a bitmap, which I've called Bauble Red. Unfortunately, because I'm a terrible drawer, it's 56 by 56, and all the balls in this game are 30 by 30. So in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the game to use 56 pixel balls first. Currently, I think it's using 30 pixels. And there's magic numbers everywhere, so let's start by making this a bit less. What's that? That's the player. Okay. Here we go. So this is the ball radius. There should be a float. So most of those were floats. It's a float. Okay, so let's search for some magic number 15s. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Okay, any more magic number 30s? Yes, there's one. Oops. I'm assuming that's probably 2 of those. Okay, that's what that does. It's going to be too many now. Wow, okay, that didn't change a bit. Oh, no, that's reasonable because I didn't change it. Okay, so I want 56. Okay, so the other thing we need to change is the ball count, which is going to be the screen width divided by the ball diameter. And I think I need to add one because they stretch over the side. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay. Interesting. So we've probably missed a 30 somewhere. So when we hit, there we go, 31. Okay, it's kind of a different game now. Okay, it's a lot easier now. And also, now they're the same size as my bitmap. I can load my bitmap. Let's just have a look at it. See how Christmassy it is. Okay, there we go. So how big is that? 56 by 56, yes, there we go. It's also got transparent corners, which I don't think the engine can do yet, so we might have to just tweak the engine to make sure that those corners don't show. Anyway, let's get some on the screen first. So yeah, so I was having a play with this earlier. Not this particular graphic though. Let's see if we can get them on the screen first. Okay, let's try that. Oh, okay. Groovy. Christmassy already. Okay, that's cool. Wow, the alpha blending just worked. Amazing. Wasn't expecting that. That makes life easier. Okay. So the problem now is all the game logic which wraps them around is based on M circles and M lines. So I'm going to have to change all these to moving ellipse. We'll leave the bullet as a circle for now. Oh, that's cool. I should just be able to do that instead of that. So that's the lowest line. $700. $700, $500. Yeah, no, I don't know. Okay. So another one of those in there. 700, 400, 300, and then is it 100? Ah, no, these are all going to be going the same direction. So those want to go 90 degrees, 270, 90, so this is the direction they're moving. So on one going right, those going left. That's a warning, that's an error. Okay, so we've got a hit test issue there. Let's just set the hit test. Just want to see it working. We're not moving bitmaps now, not moving circles. So I'm just going to comment all of that out. Just have to rework those slightly. Okay, cool. They're all the same colour, so I need some different colour ones. Colours. I feel like just colouring this in isn't going to work. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get a blue one. Nope, that didn't work. They're all different shades of red. I'm gonna need an artist to help me with this. So for now, I'm just gonna stick some text. How do we do text in this thing? Text over here. Circle, circle, circle. Other one. Green one. Purple one. Okay. I have lots of different baubles, so let's load them all in. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got red, blue, yellow, green. Okay. Have to declare those down the bottom. Okay. And then each of these need to pick a colour. So let's say int colour equals random number between 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. What I'll do is I'll create a vector. I'll just put these all in a box. Click all these. And the vector, and then we can just access them directly using the number that I've got here. So we just pick the bauble, that one. Stuff, don't need this anymore. Okay. Okay, it's cool. It's not quite as Christmassy as I'd like, but best I'm gonna do until I can get some baubles drawn. Thanks. Hi Matt, how you doing? I need to change. It's going to be cold. Good. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. All good. I'm wondering whether I should call this baubles or what a load of baubles. I don't know, something like that. Rename. So I'm going to rename it Baubles World. Okay. Bubble Blast. Yeah, I like it. Bubble Blast. That's pretty cool. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Where are we? I'm going to make that a floor. No, we don't. We have to make that an int. It's just complaining about my numbers, but it's not really mind. Oh, the bullet. Yes. Okay, so the player bullet now needs to be a ball as well. So let's make that a bitmap. At the moment it's a moving circle, so there we go. It's now a moving bitmap. New moving bitmap. And we have to give it, we don't give it a brush anymore. We need to give it a, just starts off with red. What else is that broken? So bitmap name, position, width and height. Speed and direction. Okay. There's something wrong down here. Another hit test. Just coming out with hit tests for now. Okay, positioning. Yeah, of course, that was written with a 30 by 30 ball, so we need to work out. It needs to be in the middle of the bat. Okay, go back to here and let's see where we're drawing the thing. Track the player, here we go. If the player ball is moving, track the player. So we get the position of the player and we add 50. Okay, so we need to add on position of the player. So we need to add on the player width divided by 2. And then take off the we don't have a player width. Magic number, isn't it? Yep, magic number. So it's 100. Define that at the top. Pretty sure we're not using brushes anymore, so we can probably leave it in for now. So it should be okay, let's try that. Okay, let's be up a bit. So it's going to be Y, it's going to be position plus the player height minus the ball width. We don't have a player height, that's another magic number. 30. Try that. Okay, good enough. Okay, and I've commented out all the hit testing, so it's just totally missing them, which is fine, but it does still work. It also still says test there. Bauble Blast. In here somewhere. There we go. Don't get royalties for that. Yeah. Okay, so hit test, yeah. Oh, we need to work. So the problem, there's always problems. The problem is these bitmaps are square and not round. It was easier when they were round, but now they're not round, they're square. So this is a, yeah, that's a moving circle. It isn't a moving circle anymore. It's, oh no, it is a moving circle. Yeah. Well, I've been coding for, I worked it out the other day, 47 years. So I've almost got the hang of it. So let's remove that. Moving bitmap bulb. Okay. I've got the word circles everywhere and it's not really relevant anymore. Yeah, indeed. Okay, well, it's definitely hitting something now. Cool. Well, because these are all bitmaps, we can't match them anymore because we don't have any colours to match. Let's remove all this colour stuff. Say cool if you can see this message. Say cool if you can see this message. God, reading out messages. So hang on, I was totally lost what I was doing there. Yeah, okay, so how do we match them? Okay, cool. I haven't got any private messages. All right, okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to number these things using the user data. So we'll just set the user data to these to the color that it is. In fact, I think I can do that by passing it. I can. Yeah, I don't have to do that. I can pass it when we create it. So if I pass the alpha as 1.0f, and then I can just pass col as the user data. There we go. So that's like a label to say it's that colour. I can do that to all of them. So that'll be a number between 0 and 4. So check line. Land up begin, land at end. So if CR last equals, let's see, so we're not doing get color anymore, we're just doing get user data. Just look at the user data. Match. User data. Okay. What's that gonna do? Not changing the bitmap. Needs to change the bitmap, doesn't it? Let's do that first. Okay, so this is the whole program. This is my update function here. Wrapping circles going off the board, has the bullet bin off the top of the screen. Did we hit anything? And if we did, here we go, you see, so we're fiddling about with brushes and stuff. Don't want to do that anymore because we're not using them. So we want auto bitmap equals unplugged. Is there a get bitmap? There is not. Let's get the user data. Okay, and then set brush, set bitmap. I need that vector, and I think I created the vector in here. Let's make this vector global. Call it unbubbles. So you have a program and it's just renaming stuff. So I'll circle hit. Get the color of the circle that we hit. And then we can set the bitmap to that one. And then circle hit can have the bitmap of that one. So basically we're just swapping the bitmaps. Yeah, nearly. No, that didn't really work, did it? So if I hit yellow, no, that's definitely not working. They're changing, but they're not changing as they should. Okay. Probably. Are we actually telling the bullet what sort of bitmap it's got on it? We're not. We just said it was going to be red all the time, didn't we? We did. There. Look. Okay, so we want to do the same as we did for the bauble. Pick a random number. It's not the same, right? Okay, so in-player bullet will have a user data telling it what colour bauble it is. Okay. So we need to swap as well as, oh no, are we swapping? Yeah, we need to swap the user data as well. Bitmaps with the bullet. But then what happens to the bullet? Okay, yeah, another bullet. So once we get to the top, bullet off the top of the screen, we set the speed to 0. We need to give it a new colour. Which is another new one of these. And then obviously set the bitmap as well. Okay, try that. So we're starting off with a red one. And a blue one. The hit testing is not great anymore because these are not circular. Need to sort that. It's alright if you're straight in front of it. Okay. Like that. Don't like that green colour. Good. It's not bad. I mean, yeah. So as long as you hit them straight on, bang in the middle, it works. Okay, so hit. Okay. So the other thing I was going to do, I'll just leave that like that for now. I was going to do some snow. So that should be funny. Yeah, I thought maybe get some snow coming down, a bit more Christmassy, and settling on these things. So I don't think I actually need these. No, I don't need any of those. I'm going to remove these. Cluttering up the place. It's basically just an array of them. Cool, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to create a vector of moving circles. Call it snow. Okay, this has just got to kind of float around. It can't interfere with the gameplay, so no hit testing, no nothing. We'll just scatter it around somewhere. So in our update function here, when we've done all our gamey stuff, do it on the bottom. We just create one. Just create one up the top somewhere. So snowflake equals a new moving circle. X, so how long across the screen it is, that's going to be random, and Y is going to be 0 for the top. Radius is going to be very small. Let's try 1 for now. Speed, no. Let's get that. X is going to be a random number of the screen width. Okay, and then speed. No idea. Fairly slow, I guess. I don't know. Just tweak them. Let me see what it looks like. And then direction. So 180 straight downwards. And a brush. Okay, so I want the get default brush, which happens to be white, so that's handy. See what that does. Okay, that's going way too fast. Is that the speed? 10? 2. It's supposed to float down. Okay, it's alright. It's a bit Starfield. So let's have them going slightly different directions. A bit more random. Let's say direction is random number from -170 to from 170 to 190, which is a bit to the left of down and a bit to the right of down. Okay, looks a bit less like a Starfield, but they need to go different speeds really, don't they? Yeah. More random. What's the speed? The speed is currently 2. Still a bit fast. So let's go int speed is a number between, let's say 50 and 150. And then I'm going to to divide it by. It's better. Okay, now I need to destroy the snowflakes that are falling off the bottom, or else we're going to run out of memory. Let's just make sure I've got a copy of all the snowflakes in this array. And then I'll go through them all one by one, and we'll say if s dot will hit bounds, screen signs. Basically, if it hits any side, so if it's a side or it hits the bottom, so it's not okay, so it's hit something, then we need to delete it. So how do we do that? We remove shape from the engine. Delete it. And the problem there is it's still going to be hanging around in our local copy. We're still going to have a local copy in snow, so we need to remove it from snow. Okay, and you can't do that. You have to do a nasty iteration. So we go from snow.begin to snow.end. So that's my snowflake. And then if it's going to hit the edge, we need to remove it from snow. So we do something like it equals snow.erase. If it hasn't hit anything, then we go on to the next one. Try that. So the snow shouldn't leave the edges of the script of the screen now. It should disappear. Yeah, well, that's not working. It's definitely leaving the edges of the screen. That's annoying. Okay, some of it's disappearing, but not all of it. Some of it's escaping. That's weird. So every snowflake we add to all of the snow, yeah, and then we check the whole thing. If it goes out of bounds, I know, let's just run through that check. Okay. So the position of this snow is 5430, yeah. Currently at 5430, we're going to move to 542, so left a bit, down a bit. So that's the square that's all the way around us. Looks fine. And we're checking that against left top, right bottom. Okay. Weird. Definitely some of it's drifting. That's so annoying. To clear this local stuff down as well. So snow, baubles, circles, lines. Let's make sure we clear all this down. Circles, lines. Just make sure they're not there the next time we run it. Don't need the brushes anymore. So we've got player bullet, the circles, the lines. These are the bauble bit bats. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's snowflake. Eight, 6, 5, 0. Really? That hasn't hit anything. S, what's S? Position. 8, 6, 5, 0. That's very weird. just run that through, because that shouldn't be hitting the edge. $900, $900. 8690. Okay, move pause. 8650. 865. 0.8. So the bounding box of that is okay, the top has gone negative. It thinks it's at the top. Can't be going backwards, it's definitely coming downwards, and it started at 0, so why is it's gone upwards? Wow, that's impressive. So the position is 0.81. Okay. This thing thinks the position is in the middle of the circle, and it's not. This is wrong. Oh dear. Okay, maybe this is right. Maybe for circles, the position is in the middle, not in the top left. What does fill ellipse do? Position and the radius. Okay, in which case I shouldn't be starting them off at the top. I should be starting them off a little further down. Start them at X. So we'll start them off a bit further down. What's the first thing that's wrong? Okay, come on. There, one's gone off the side. Zero, 2. X is 0, Y is 2. Okay, so it's started it off actually on the boundary. Yeah, okay, I know what's wrong with that. This queues things up. So remove shape will fail because it isn't actually in the engine yet. We need to do this. At the start of the next frame. Okay. Have snow. Is it going to stay in the box? Yes, it is. Ew. Also, the hit testing is working way better. Where is it? Maybe not. No, it's not. Seems to be a gap there. Okay, no, that's fine. So, hit testing. The problem with the hit testing is that we're using squares, so it's hitting the one to the left as well as the one that you're firing at. So I think what I'll do is for every bitmap, I'm going to call them M circles. These can be the baubles. M circles now becomes okay, those are the baubles. And then for each of the lines, how do we do the hit testing? Did the bullet hit anything? Test circles. Yeah, we go through. What does that do? Goes through the baubles, yeah. So I'm going to have, for every bauble, I'm going to have an invisible moving circle, and I'll call them the shadows. X equals new moving circle. It's got to be in exactly the same place. It's got to be the same radius. Brush. And then if I give it an alpha of 0, it will be invisible. But before I do that, I'll just give it an alpha of 0.5 so we can actually see it, just to make sure it's there and it's working. Stick that on the back of shadows. So if I just do it to that line, which is the lowest line, just to see if it's working. It's not working. That's nowhere near, absolutely nowhere near. Yeah, so we know why that is, because circle position is in the middle. And bitmap position's top left. Oh man, that's annoying. So we need to push it down and across. Radius, not diameter. Okay, so they now line up, they're not wrapping, and they're definitely not alpha blending. Definitely not. Let's just check the draw for the moving circle. it goes into shape. Yeah, okay, I don't think that's used anymore. I changed how the brushes work. So I think you use alpha to create your brush. Okay, the engine needs a bit of tweaking there, but for now, we'll create our own brush. Call it the shadow brush. Okay, it's going to be white. And here's the alpha look, so let's put 0.5 in there, so it should be semi-transparent for now. And then when we create our moving circles, we use that brush. And that alpha on the end is nonsense. Need to remove those. There we go. So you can see they're overlaying. So they just need to wrap round the same as the baubles are doing. So let's create them in all the lines. This one, that's at 300 and it's moving at 90. And the bottom line is at 100, top line, sorry, moving at 270. Let's make sure that works. Can't see why not. Yep, that's good. Okay, I need to make these wrap round now. Wrap any circles gone off the board. So I'm going to do the same for the shadow. Honestly, I think that's it. Same code. Cool. Okay. I'm just wondering, because we can hit test the shadow, so as soon as we hit a shadow, we're like, okay, I now need to, you know, hit that bauble. How hard would it be to cut the snow changing to the colour of the bowl that you hit? Yeah, you could do that. What I was actually thinking of doing, now I've got these shadows. If a snow hit tests a shadow, you could kind of lock it to it so it kind of settles on top, so you get little, I don't know, snowy. Anyway, I was going to try and get the snow to pile up on top, but that's advanced stuff. I haven't actually got the hit testing working yet. Maybe. Colour of the bauble that you hit. Yeah, you could certainly colour it. So this engine has the concept of grouping, which I put in a couple of weeks ago. So what I could do is I could group each shadow with its bauble. So instead of creating the bitmap and creating the circle and making them the same and yada yada yada, what we could do here is we could create what's called a moving group. And that's the position we're gonna set, and the speed and the direction. And then basically we can create that bitmap in the group. And all this nonsense becomes zero because the group will move. We don't have a moving circle. Nice. I think it's going to need to be ball radius, because, yeah. And then again, it's not moving like that. We don't have a new moving circle. Okay, so let's create one of those. So this is the group code. So I'll just create a moving circle creator. Voila. Doesn't like it. Better. X, Y, radius, speed, direction, brush. Needs a brush. Same as that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, can add a circle to it. So I don't need the shadows anymore. Don't need the baubles anymore. Oh no, we can. So we just need to change these to moving groups. There we go. Now I've got to do that 4 times. So my ball diameter 500, and that's going to 70. Basically, I can just copy this bit into there. And that's lines 1. It's not 1, that's a 2. 1. Same again. Only this is at 300. It's moving 90 degrees. This row is at 100 and it's moving 270. And that's line 3. Okay. Everything is a moving group now. Don't need that. Just do it the once for the group. Oh no, the bullet isn't a group. The bullet probably should be a group, because it should be a circle as well, not a square. We create the bullet. Here we go. So this is now going to be a group. Bit up in it. And then create the circle in it. Okay, yeah. So that's got a bitmap and a circle in it. So, what else? So, imply bullet will hit bounce. So when we do a group hit test, we actually want to know what thing inside the group hit. Let's come back to that. So checking lines, the group. So we've got a group and it's got a bitmap and a circle in it, but the bitmap's got the colour on it. So I think what I'll do is I'll move the colour into the group. So the group will tell us what colour the bauble is. We can remove it from the actual bitmap. Okay. So all this nonsense still works because this is just using get user data for the group to check the colours. So all the colour matching should still work. Yep. So what's it complaining about? It doesn't like set bitmap, which is fine because that's the group. So the bitmap is the first thing in the group. So can we do get? What can we get out of a group? I can't remember. Get children, that's it. 0. So first child. Set bitmap. Here we go. I'm going to have to force it to be a, what was it, a moving bitmap. We have to tell the compiler that that's a moving bitmap or else it's not going to. And bubble bitmaps, CB. It's in there. And then here, so circle hit, set bitmap. Okay, that's probably broken it beyond repair. Yeah. Weird. Hang on. Okay, well that's definitely 20% more Christmassy than it was when I started, so there's that. I'm gonna have to go. So, don't quite know what happened here, but we shall investigate that next time. Good to see you, Matt, if you're still there, and thanks for watching. I will see you later.